Vale, chicos, estamos aquí acabando de comer, de desayunar, que me tengo que ir al tanatorio, es lo que hay. Y quedan 2 minutos exactamente para el comienzo de esta presentación de Mercedes Project One. Vamos a ver cómo va, cómo lo desarrollamos, cómo funciona. Bajamos aquí la tele para que no se escuche mucho. Vamos a... Me estoy subiendo vídeos, es que si no... No acabo, tío. Vale, están ahí, bueno, ahí va. Están explicando cómo lo van a hacer, o sea... Nada mal, ¿eh? Estamos bien hecho esto, ¿eh?
You'll come down the runway, so it'll be you and the presenters first. A little bit of chat with you. You can introduce Mike and Hal. So you'll leave set, they'll come on.
Vale.
And then drivers will come in and do the end, and then we'll just do a final part where you can do a little word to the audience and the fans on this end. So we'll kind of get you at this end to do your final little part to camera.
Vale. Mientras de esto vamos a verlo. Yo tengo aquí, no me da, tío. No paso de poner las dos pantallas, sinceramente.
Great. Okay. Have a good one. I'll see you in a bit, yeah.
1 minuto y 20. ¿Qué será? ¿Negro? ¿Será gris? ¿Será plateado? Claro, a mí Mercedes me gustaba más plateado, pero el negro también tiene... Me gusta, lo hace por Lewis Hamilton, lógicamente, ¿eh? ¿Dónde estás? Aquí estamos. Ahí está mi sucesita. No tengo el plateado. No tengo ni gris ni plateado. Pongo todo. Lewis Hamilton, Mick Schumacher y Russell. Con el café, no falte. Hoy no estaré en directo, ¿vale, chicos? Y esta tarde estoy... Bueno, tengo que ir a... Bueno, ha muerto mi bisabuela y tengo tanatorio desde las 12:30 a 1. Estaré allí hasta... No sé. Hasta que empiece el Madrid, para ver un rato el Madrid. Así que... Así que... Pues digo que lo voy a estar... No voy a estar hoy en directo. Si la gente lo pide, pues podemos estar a partir de las 9. Si me pide un WhatsApp, un mensaje de esto, a partir de las 9 podemos estar.
Hello and welcome to the official
Ya
launch
empieza.
of the Mercedes-AMG PETRONAS F1 W14 e-Performance, live from the home of British Motorsport, Silverstone.
The first race of 2023 is just 18 days away, and over the next 30 minutes we're going to be looking ahead towards the new season, discussing all the developments made during this winter and welcoming a familiar face to the Mercedes-AMG team.
Plus, of course, as mentioned, most excitingly, we're going to be casting our eyes for the first time over the brand new W14 car with insight from the incredible team that have brought it all together.
But first, I think it's time that we welcome some very important people to join us. Team Principal and CEO Toto Wolff, and your drivers for 2023, reserve driver Mick Schumacher, Grand Prix winner George Russell, and 7-time world champion Sir Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton.
Welcome.
Vamos a ver.
Hello, how are you? Great to see you.
Likewise. Happy birthday, George.
Happy birthday. We get a cheer for George's birthday. Happy birthday.
Naomi Skir y Natalia
2022 was
Pinka.
clearly an eventful season. Some races
Vaya
were fighting to get out of Q1 and others, Brazil, won too. How do you reflect on it and what lessons have been learned?
I think when I look back, overall it was a difficult season. It was that we started with a car that was really not good, and we tried to figure out what happened.
Ha sido un año difícil para Mercedes, cosa como son, un año muy difícil porque es que no estaban en nada, o sea, no han competido ni por el mundial ni por el mundial de constructores, o sea, ha sido el año 2022 ha sido bastante complicado para ellos.
The personal learning is, how to cope with the season that overall wasn't very successful, and obviously towards the end,
Vamos a ver si... A mí me molaría ver Hamilton, Verstappen, Leclerc ahí arriba luchando. Casi también me gustaría, Checo también y Carlos, pero si Mercedes ve la posibilidad de ganar un mundial, irán con Hamilton. Eso no hay duda.
I think for all of us, we always miss driving. So the break initially feels too short, and then when you get towards the end of it, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go get back into the action. So, but I definitely maximized and enjoyed.
Eso no hay duda. Si tiene que ir a ganar un mundial con alguien, va a ir con Hamilton. Creo yo,
275 points, 8 podiums, a maiden pole, maiden win. I mean, that's actually pretty good going considering the challenges.
Además, la diferencia que hubo es que Russell tenía que demostrar por estar Mercedes y Hamilton no. Y yo creo que se adoptó más fácil Russell en el coche que Hamilton. Entonces, claro, eso hace mucho. Hace mucho eso, chicos. Demasiado. Entonces, vamos a ver. Vamos a verlo, ¿no? Yo creo que vamos a verlo.
So what does that mean for this year? What goals are you setting yourself?
I mean, we're all here to win. I mean, it's as simple as that. And we need to go out there. We need to see what the challenges we are facing with. But the team have put so much hard work into this car. The motivation and the fire within the factory is just immense because people don't want to repeat of what happened in 2022. So we're ready for it, and we're motivated to go out there and fight.
Well, the motivation certainly sounds very high. Now, Lewis, with you from the outside, it always seems like that desire remains the same. But I want to know, how bright is that fire inside of you right now? And maybe what keeps fueling you? I mean, you're starting your 11th season with this team.
I know, I've been here a long time. I don't know, I think it's the combined energy of all the individuals in the team. I love being a part of a team that's working towards a common goal. I continue to love racing. I think that's never going to change as a part of my DNA. And I just always believe that I can get better. I just always love that challenge of the mental and the physical element of it, of just having to...
¿Qué creéis? ¿Que vendrán sin pompones, con pompones? ¿Qué? Yo tengo ganas de ver el coche, sinceramente. Porque no sé si lo harán revolucionario como el año pasado, o harán otra cosa, pero si hacen como el año pasado, va a ser bastante intrigante de lo que puede llegar a ser el coche, ¿no?
Mick, great to see you. Welcome to Mercedes-AMG. The kit certainly suits you. What are you looking forward to in 23, and how much do you think these guys are going to enjoy racing this new car?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that they'll enjoy it a lot. Obviously, I'll be a bit on the sidelines this year, but I'll do my best and do the utmost work I can do to.
Es verdad que no es su padre, pero no, el apellido Schumacher te abre muchas puertas. Es como el apellido Messi o el apellido Cristiano Ronaldo. Esos apellidos son potentes. En el mundo de la Fórmula 1, Schumacher es el más potente. Luego en Dakar y eso es Carlos Sainz. Sainz también te abre muchas puertas, o sea que realmente te tienes que ganar el sitio, te tienes que ganar a todo, pero te abre puertas.
First of all, a sentence about Mick. I think Mick is such a great part of the team now because we have a driver that's actually been in the car the last couple of years, that knows the tires, that knows what the ins and outs of last year's regulation, and being able to have two eyes out
todo esto te abre
there
puertas,
on the track, looking at those cars.
Todo apellido te abre puertas. Cuando Hamilton, si es que tiene un apellido, tendrá un hijo y se dedica a la Fórmula 1, Hamilton, el apellido Hamilton, te abrirá muchas puertas. Como apellido Verstappen ha ganado 2 mundiales con Red Bull. Esto te puede abrir muchas puertas si tienes un hijo alguna vez. Así.
Back to your question. What was it?
Where is the mindset of the team right now, and are there any maybe challenges going into it?
It's clear that we've seen the car now, and we're contemplating, is she fast or not? Have we cured some of the problems? What are going to be the challenges that we spot on track? And that is a big unknown.
Yo creo que todo esto te abrirá puertas en toda la vida. Entonces, claro, no es fácil.
We have the tools to understand, we have the tools to grow and develop the car, and hopefully give George and Lewis something that works.
Starting here today, how excited do you still get about shakedowns like today? You still got a bit of goosebumps?
This is the most exciting part of the year. Like, just where you know, being at the factory this past week, seeing from the tub to all these small elements coming together, come out of different parts of the factory, and you see it come together, and everything fits so beautifully, and you just stand in awe of just seeing how amazing the designers are, the engineers.
Hablando que este pavo es uno de los mejores pagos de la parrilla, ¿eh? Yo creo que está Verstappen, Alonso y Leclerc, o sea, que fuerte, ¿eh?
And then there's the other day kind of freaked out. There's 8 billion people in the world, and there's only 20 of us that get to do this. And there's only 2 of us that get to drive.
La generación de abajo viene pisando fuerte, ¿eh? Russell, Lando, Leclerc. Pero claro, no sé si Hamilton se retira este año y lo gana que se retira ganando 8 mundiales y otra vez, o dejarán luchar. Yo no lo sé eso. Yo creo que no lo van a dejar luchar. Si Hamilton gana 2-3 carreras seguidas, Gasly ya se puede dar por muerto. Ya te lo digo.
We won't find out till next week exactly what everyone's got up their sleeve.
Well, only 18 days until the first race, so you don't have to wait too much
crazy,
longer.
That's soon.
It is.
Yeah.
So, exciting time for the team today, but Toto, it seems like a really exciting time for Formula One at the moment. I mean, we've got some new faces on the grid, we've got new teams wanting to join Formula One, and we've got exciting locations like Las Vegas on the grid, on the calendar this year, rather. What would you put the growth of the sport down to, and just how excited are you about that?
It's never one single component. I think we've seen some great racing.
Pues esta presentación también se va a ir larga, ¿eh?
2021, all the rivalry between Lewis and
esta vez se va a ir muy larga, muy larga. Yo creo que va a ser bastante larga.
In the US, certainly we've attracted new audiences, and I think all of that has come together. Obviously, the young drivers now also being in competitive cars, much more social media, which was a bit.
Tu puta madre, qué resfriado he pillado desde la noche a la mañana.
And we were the first sport that raced when COVID happened. We put on a great show, and all this together has made put the sport in a great spot. Nevertheless, we always need to be wary to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. Talking of being wary, be wary in Vegas, penultimate race of the year. We want all the engineers to make it through that casino floor into the pit lane, please. How are you going to guarantee that?
Well, they are data people, so I don't think they will gamble. The odds are against you. So.
Yep, we learned that last year
at the launch.
At the launch, we learned that. Yes.
Yeah.
Learned the hard way.
Yeah, limit your spend. The odds are against you. The probability of winning is not great.
Good values for life. We've learned a lot today, haven't we? Toto, Lewis,
a ver, ¿no? A ver cómo
we'll be hearing more from you a little later, but right now it's the time that we've all been waiting for. The reveal of the brand new Mercedes-AMG PETRONAS F1 W14 e-Performance.
Vale. Negro, parece negro. Es negro, el coche negro. Coche negro, chicos. Vuelve el negro en Mercedes. Uy, qué raro, ¿no? Esa parte. Negro y rojo. Bueno, está guapo, es que me encanta el Mercedes. No sé si había mucha diferencia el año pasado, pero... Mira, fondo plano. A ver un poquito. Esto de aquí cambia. Sigues teniendo fondo planos y casi pompones, pero esto de aquí, esta parte de aquí es nueva. Delante cambia esta parte de aquí, más agresiva, con más dos tomas de aire que no tenía que pasado. Esto parece que tenía. El alerón puede cambiar un poco, pero no lo vemos bien. Pero esto de aquí seguro que cambia. esto de aquí. Esta parte de aquí ha cambiado 100%. Porque mira, esto se ha hecho como una tira y baja aquí el aire. Toda esta parte de aquí ha cambiado. O sea que, ojo. Sí que es verdad, hay que verlo en la pretemporada, ¿no? Que es el día 23-24, que yo ahí estábamos como ya rascándome las manitas. ¿Dónde están las manitas, Juan? Cambia bastante, cambia bastantes cosas. Parece que suspensión también ha cambiado algo. Suspensión aquí podía haber cambiado algo. Yo creo que ha cambiado muchas cosas. Esa parte, la que estamos viendo ahora en el aire, toda esa parte, toda esta parte de aquí, es que ha cambiado. Lo estaba enfocando, toda esa parte ha cambiado completamente. Yo del alerón delantero ha cambiado bastantes cosas, sobre todo el morro. El morro sí que ha cambiado. Pero no sé más si te podría decir si ha cambiado algo más o algo, pero no lo sé exactamente.
It just came together and it's wonderful. Feels right, doesn't it? Feels right. Fantastic. Another thing that's wonderful is these lovely young people behind us. Like you've got some apprentices.
Bueno, el mundo lo tengo cargando, o sea, y luego voy a subir en TikTok todo lo de Mercedes y eso.
As well as some interns from your title partner Petronas. Just how important is it for you to have these young, dynamic people working on your car?
Yeah, but you gotta look dynamic also.
Dynamic? Feeling dynamic? Good. Yes, love it.
When you come on campus today,
siguen teniendo, sin poner nada en la culpa de las ruedas. Pero bueno, vamos a verlo más adelante.
There's young people coming up into leadership positions that have actually started as interns or placements, and that's fantastic.
It really is. And how important is that continued talent development in terms of the future of the team?
An organization or a race team is never a static organ. It's not like you can freeze it and say that's successful, we're going to keep it forever.
Petronas, AMG, Team YOTUBE, Petronas. Cambia bastantes cosas del coche, Realmente el año pasado presentaron un coche y luego para baile pusieron otro, o sea, claro. No sé yo.
To discuss some of the finer details of the new car are two of the people responsible for the development of the
claro, vas cambiando el coche, pero al fin y al cabo es lo que sensaciones que tengo en la pista. Esto han presentado hoy, mañana se van a Silverstone. Clarísimamente.
Hello gentlemen. Welcome. Good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining us this morning. Now, the teams back at Brexworth and Brackley have been working tirelessly.
¿Ves? Que esta parte de aquí, que es así, es nueva, porque antes era plana. O sea, se han hecho como un tubo. Mickey, ¿esto es ingeniero o algo? Claro, toda esa parte ha cambiado, o sea, claro. Cambia muchas partes del coche, pero no te puedo decir exactamente qué ha cambiado y qué no. El alerón lo ha cambiado mucho, eso seguramente no lo habrá cambiado tanto.
Hopefully we've got all the right metrics in place to understand what we need to do to the car so it doesn't bounce, but fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
You guys have actually been very honest about the challenges that faced you last year.
Pero esa parte ha cambiado muchísimo, aparte de esa. A lo mejor han dado con la clave y no lo sabemos. A lo mejor la han vuelto a cagar, claro, que no se sabe. Lo único que sabemos que Ferrari ha aumentado un 10% sus 10 caballos más de potencia. Claro, pero Mercedes no ha dicho nada. Mercedes el año pasado estaba capado, entre comillas, porque con el Porsche no sacaba su mayor potencia. Entonces, yo Mercedes era rápido. Entonces, vamos a verlo. Luego hay muchos fans, no, mejor Mercedes, no, nada, esto yo no voy a discutir ni nada de esto, pero que de momento las mejores pintas de los coches son los tres titanes, esto está claro. Creo que ya están casi todos presentados, falta Alpine, que creo que será mañana. Creo que mañana se falta Alpine solo, si no me equivoco, porque el modelo tengo allí, lo tengo ahí apuntado. Y luego ya estaría todo presentado. Creo que ya estaría todo presentado. Voy a buscarlo.
Carry that momentum over.
I mean, that's true, isn't it? You learn more from your failures, as Toto alluded to many times this year. So you must come into this year with positivity, hope, a bit of confidence.
Yeah, we know, you know, Mike and I work closely together, and you know, I've seen a lot of the development that has gone on the chassis side, and I know that these guys have worked so hard on fixing the problems that they've had. I've seen the relentless development we've been doing at Brixworth. Is it going to be enough? What have everybody else done? We don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a better car.
Vamos a ver lo que... Bueno, nos han explicado un poco la... Todos estos coches han cambiado. Va a ser una normativa que han cambiado para el Porsche, o sea, que han cambiado todo. Entonces de ahí no sé yo si... Yo creo que Mercedes esas dos puntas no la tenía delante. Y menos donde están los popcorn y todo eso es nuevo. Toda esa zona es nueva, así que...
trying to help with the weight of the car, but also trying to help with some of the handling. You'll see there's quite significant changes in the bodywork. The core DNA is still the same, but there's quite significant changes in the bodywork. We've sort of looked at every single area and said, well, how can we improve what we've done? We looked at the problems we had last year and said, well, how do we guarantee, well, there's no guarantees, but how do we guarantee as best we can we don't have those problems this year? So it's all in the details.
Plenty of hard work.
Definitely. It sounds like a lot of hard work.
Thank you very much for your time indeed.
Thank you.
Mike and Hal. Okay, I think it's about time we let the drivers back on stage for a closer look. Lewis, George, Vic, please join us.
Los dos pilotos de reserva. Me parece buena reserva, Schumacher.
So, what do you think? Initial thoughts?
Excited.
Looks great. It looks great.
Looks great in black.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, you guys have obviously had a taste of this car in the simulator, but Lewis, in a little bit, you're going to jump in the car for the first time for real. How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, we're all excited to get back in. I mean, it's been a minute since we've, obviously, from the season, we've done a lot of work in the simulator. We got to drive the old car, but we've seen this in the works for some time now. And I remember before Christmas seeing it in the wind tunnel. And you hear about all the changes we've made, and you're just hoping that the characteristics of what we've been asking for the past, 12 months. So, yeah, I'm really, really excited. And I know everyone back at the factory has worked so hard to make this beautiful creation. So this is the most exciting time of the year when you get in for the first time, you drive out the pit lane, and you get that sense, okay, you've got the power, you've got the feeling, the mechanical balance, the aero working. That's what we're excited to see.
So, George, how do you approach a day like today? With caution? I mean, you're going to be competitive with each other, I'm sure. That's just in your DNA. Big birthday blowout?
Yeah, I think, firstly, just really excited to drive the car for the first time. I think, as Lewis said, you see it in so many different regards. You see it first on computer screen.
Es que este chaval tiene muchas ganas de comerse el mundo. Entonces, claro, no se puede comparar a Hamilton. Hamilton en verdad lo ha conseguido todo. El chaval aún lo tiene que conseguir todo. Entonces, claro, es complicado.
Just make sure the car's working properly and try and set ourselves up for the test next week, because ultimately that's where we're going to find out how the car's truly.
El chaval lo ha conseguido todo, este no.
Very mature answer, by the way.
Mick, you've also seen, just the amount of hard work firsthand that goes into making a car like this. So tell me, how much of an appreciation have you developed for your new team?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously amazing. I mean, we're coming into one of the biggest teams. Obviously, seeing all the hard work put in. Obviously, I
bueno, a lo mejor reímos mucho, pero a lo mejor A ver, lo que hizo Ferrari ayer, dando una vuelta con el coche nuevo, esto no lo puede hacer porque nadie tiene, lo que vos ves, nadie tiene en la fábrica, tiene esa capacidad de tener una pista de agua que sea de Fórmula 1, una pista de carreras. Entonces nadie tiene esa capacidad.
Great to see you as ever. Good luck today. Good luck for the whole season, in fact.
Thank you.
Now, as mentioned, George and Lewis will be taking this car around the track a little bit later, and you'll be able to follow all of that action across the Mercedes-AMG social media channels.
Okay, finally, Toto, over to you for your closing thoughts for the team and, of course, all your fans watching around the world.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Naomi. It's great that we're finally ready to go. She's here. She looks great. And hopefully when we do the shakedown,
está acabando, yo creo ya,
so time, the car is also going to behave and be quick. So I hope you enjoyed the launch this morning. We're really happy that we could show you the real thing. And now keep your fingers crossed that the day goes well, and see you soon.
No. Acabado. Una presentación, me gusta. Muy bien, me gusta. Así Hamilton mirando las cosas. Me gusta la presentación, sinceramente. Voy a quitar un momento esto. Vale, vamos a ver. No, estaba un poco juntos viendo todo el coche. Yo creo que ha cambiado bastante cosas el coche, ¿eh?
Thank you very much, everybody, for following the day. I hope you like the car. I think it looks absolutely great, and we'll see you next week and the week after in Bahrain.
F1 W14. Ya tenemos una presentación de Mercedes-Petronas. Bueno, lo que voy a repetir. Un coche muy distinto a los demás. Mercedes va por su camino, por su rollo. Vamos a ver si le funciona. Bueno, chicos, eso es todo. Gracias por estar en este directo.